Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today to learn more about Free Coat Nails. We're so excited that you've taken time out of your day to join us. I am Stacy McDonald, and I oversee franchise development here at Free Coat. I started with the company a little over 4 years ago on the clean juice side of things, and then are excited to be a part of this new brand, Free Coat. And I am joined today by Lisa.
Hi, I'm Lisa Palmer. I also work in franchise development alongside Stacy. I was brought onto the team just a few months ago to help find new franchise partners for Freecoat and as well as Clean Juice.
So today we have a special guest. She is Jen Gandino, and she is our Director of Operations and Training over Freecoat. Jen is going to chat with us today about why clean beauty matters, what makes Freecoat so special, and why we're different. She is extremely passionate about this brand and equally as passionate about this industry. So Jen, I will turn it over to you.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Stacy and Lisa, for having me on. I'm super excited to be here. I can't wait to educate everyone about why Freecoat's different and to share my knowledge about the industry. So I basically came on board with Freecoat as Director of Ops and Training. I was really excited that Kat and Landon were behind this because I saw what they did with Clean Juice, and it's just so amazing. So I knew that they could really help to grow this brand to its full potential. I've been in the industry for about 15 years, and I worked as a GM and Director of Training in Freecoat for 2.5 years. So just in general, the beauty industry is heavily underregulated. There's a lot of deception in the industry. There's a lot of people that buy into it because they're really misinformed. Ultimately, there's not a lot of healthy options in this space. A lot of salons can say anything to you, and we want to bring awareness to the industry and show why we're different. So some quick fun facts about ingredients and regulations. The last piece of legislation on product safety was passed in 1938. So obviously that was a really long time ago. The FDA has only banned 11 ingredients, and the EU, European Union, has banned 1,328. So obviously that's a huge difference. Also, cosmetic products do not need FDA approval to come to market. So this explains why hundreds of new cosmetics brands emerge every single year and questionable products are flooding the market. So I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I've always loved fashion, hair, makeup. I grew up in New York. I went to FIT. I got my nails done every single week since I was in high school, which is a while ago now. When I was a kid, my dream job was to come up with the names of lipstick and nail polish. So I've really always loved like being in a nail salon and being around like color. So I would go into the nail salon, and if I didn't like the name of the polish, I would pick a different color. So I'm still hoping that my future position in Freecoat is to pick names, because we'll eventually have our own polish line. Also, I was fortunate enough to have a mom who was always into like holistic medicine. She was super conscious of toxins. She was big on like cleaners and chemicals, not breathing in like harmful stuff. So that has always made me aware of toxins and fumes from an early age. So that's why I'm super passionate about this brand and like really bringing knowledge to our guests about why we're different. So that leads me to what we're free of. Most of you have probably gone into a traditional nail salon and noticed the intense smell of chemicals. Well, that is exactly what we didn't want for our employees or our guests at Freecoat. The first chemical that we stay away from is toluene. You know the strong smell that comes out of nail polish when you open the bottle? Well, that's typically toluene. It has been listed as a human respiratory toxin by the EPA. Inhalation or exposure can irritate the skin, eyes, and respiratory tract. Pregnant women are advised to limit the exposure to toluene because it can cause birth defects and developmental issues. So at freecoat, we get a ton of pregnant women. We have a lot of moms that bring in their newborns. So this is super important to us to leave this out because we love having our pregnant moms in. Like seeing them get their services is super exciting. They love it, they enjoy it, they bring their friends. So that one's a big deal for us. The next one is DPB. It's a respiratory irritant and poses the most hazard to nail technicians who become exposed to large amounts. So obviously we care about our techs. This is a big deal because we don't want them exposed to it because it can cause birth defects, delays in child development, and cancer. Next, formaldehyde. Most of you know formaldehyde and recognize it as a harmful chemical. Well, this stuff is actually used to preserve corpses in animals and sometimes even humans. Definitely don't want to inhale or absorb. Using low levels of formaldehyde have been found to cause irritation to the eyes, nose, throat, and skin. It's a known trigger for those who suffer from asthma or and actually being related to cancer and leukemia. So obviously, we want to keep that out. Formaldehyde resin is known for causing skin allergies such as dermatitis. Side effects are skin irritation and respiratory problems. And then camphor, which stains nails and causes respiratory issues when inhaled. These are just a few of the things that we don't allow in our polishes. And there's lots more that I actually can't pronounce. We're also jet-free. So I know that most of you have probably been to a traditional nail salon where you sit in a chair and you put your feet in the water and they have jets and that feels nice. But those jets harbor a ton of bacteria. They're super hard to clean and they can cause skin infections to develop. There's so many documented cases of foot and leg infections caused from traditional pedicure baths. Even the liners they seem like they're safe, but they actually don't protect you from the biofilms that live in those jets. freecoat, we use beautiful porcelain baths. If you've seen them, like go check out our Instagram. They're awesome. They look so beautiful in person. So anyone that's been into the natural location knows how gorgeous they are. And then we also use hospital grade sanitizer to clean them after every single guest. So we take sanitation super seriously and go above and beyond state board regulations. We're also free of fumes. What that means is that we do everything we can to pull out any toxin in the air. We have hospital grade ventilation systems, which pulls out anything icky. If you have been to one of our studios, you know how amazing it smells in there. Honestly, most of our guests actually comment about how good it smells, and we're not burning candles, we're not putting incense. It actually just smells really good because it smells pure. It smells clean. We also have custom manicure tables with vents in the tables. So those tables, while you're getting your service, will actually pull out anything that they're using, because there's honestly, polish is just not organic. It just isn't, and it never will be. So they're gonna pull out anything that is in the air and eliminate any toxins and purify it right in front of you. Our sugar scrub. Every sub-wrist comes with our signature sugar scrub. It's made in-house. In most salons, a scrub is an add-on. It's only included in an upgraded mani-pedi. While at freecoat, it is our standard. It feels and smells amazing. Our guests and techs love it because it helps soften the skin and the cuticles. And then we also have that scrub for retail, which helps generate additional revenue. Sorry, I can't talk. Tools. Another thing that sets us apart is that we don't reuse our stuff. There's a possibility that some salons may reuse their tools, but at freecoat, we use disposable buffers and files. We actually gift them to each guest before they leave, or we toss them in the trash. Our stainless steel tools are sterilized in an autoclave. So an autoclave is a sterilization chamber used in hospitals and dentist office on surgical equipment. It basically uses steam and high temperatures under pressure to sterilize the equipment. It eliminates harmful bacteria, viruses, fungi, to really clean the tools. Our tools are actually double sanitized after every guest because they go into the autoclave and then they must be cleaned in barbicide, which is a hospital grade sanitizer, before that. So us having proper disinfection protocols allows us to prevent the transmission of any bacteria and disease, and that is huge in this industry. So this past weekend, I actually went to get my nails done at a local salon. We don't have a free coat yet, so I researched and I found a place that said it was non-toxic. So I was like, cool, let me go there. I walked in and was like, hey, which one's the non-toxic polish? And they pointed me to a brand, which I knew was not non-toxic. I thought I would give it a try, so I sat down and the technician brought out a pouch, which is the pouch that we use in the autoclave. So I was like, okay, cool. And she opened the pouch and I was just looking at it and I was like, oh my gosh, these have not been run through the machine. So when you get a pouch for your nails with the stainless steel tools in them, the corner changes color once it's been through the autoclave. So I noticed that the color was not changed. So I was like, oh my God, like this is not actually been run through the machine. So I was like, please just remove my current gel, push back my cuticle and polish. I need to leave. So I was also super bummed because I looked around and I saw like all these women that were sitting there getting their nails done in what they thought was a non-toxic salon. They were getting SNS dip powder and thought how sad it was because this industry is so under-regulated that they think that that's healthy. They're told that that's healthy and it's really not. SNS is actually just a mixture of powder and glue. It's a super glue dipped in acrylic powder. So definitely not healthy, but at freecoat, we demand higher standards, not only for our guests that visit twice a month, but for our employees who work in these environments every single day. And I could go on and on about this and SNS, but we can save that for another webinar. Some other differentiators that we have are we only employ licensed technicians. I know that sounds like the norm, but a lot of times it's not. Our techs are generously compensated. So for so long, the industry has been about getting people in and out really quickly. That's how a lot of techs made their money. I used to get manicures in New York for $6. So yes, it sounds great for me, but not so great for the tech because I have no idea how they lived off that. We actually pay our employees generously. So there's no need to rush people. Our techs give a high quality service and build rapport with our guests, which keeps them coming back time and time again. Some other services that we offer are we have tons of add-ons, like our nail art is amazing. If you don't follow us on Instagram, please do, because you'll see our awesome work. We have super talented nail artists. They crush it every single day and put out awesome work. We have really great salt soaks, which increase the price of the pedicure without increasing the time. So that's really great. We also do have a additional massage, additional callus removal, waxing, tinting, and then we'll be adding the infrared sauna, which I'm super excited about. Also too, anyone who watched last week, Kat mentioned that someone asked a question about our online booking. So we will be upgrading our online booking software. Our guests have always been able to book online, which helps keep our books full. we're just improving upon that, making online booking even easier. We're finalizing that, so we're excited to announce a new partnership soon.
Awesome, Jen. I
Thank
told
you.
y'all she was extremely passionate and knows her stuff. So much to know. It's so much more than fume free and toxic free. There's just so much more that there is to it. We would love to open up for some questions. You can actually put questions in the Q&A or in the chat, and Jen or I would love to answer any of your questions you have. You know, this brand is so exciting. As Jen mentioned, there's not a lot of healthy options to stay pretty or manicured. You know, this is, you know, in an industry for men as well. Jen can attest to that. There's so many men that come in so they can kind of stay manicured and looking handsome, not pretty. But as far as, you know, us as women, we really want to get our nails done, and sometimes just kind of have to just ignore what, you know, we're doing just to get your nails done. So I know I'm guilty of that and have been for many years. So this has just been an amazing option to bring, and we're excited to really expand all over the country, bring freecoat to all communities around the country to serve people in a healthy way. So looks like we have a couple questions.
Got some questions coming in. Let's see, first question. Do you provide the nail polish brands as well?
Jen, you can take that one. I'm guessing talking about, do you provide the product?
So we don't currently make our own polish, but that's definitely something in the works. So we're looking to create our own line of non-toxic regular polish and gel polish. But currently we purchase after vetting some really great brands. We have a ton of colors, by the way. Like, our polish selection is top notch. People always say like they're so excited because we have every color, which I love, because who doesn't want every color?
True, very true. Another question. What other services do you see coming soon? Botox, perhaps?
Oh my gosh. I honestly would love Botox, but definitely not non-toxic. Literally a toxin, but what other services do I see? I mean, like, we do want to be a wellness brand, so that's why we brought in the sauna. Waxing, tinting, finding good wax and tint is hard. Like, it's not easy to find a brand that actually is non-toxic, so that's like a big deal. I would love to like move into more wellness. I don't know, there's something called the Soma Dome, which I think would be super cool, but I mean, that's way later down the line.
Great. Are franchisees given a plan on how to order, meaning is the opening / ordering process streamlined?
Completely. Lots of legwork and love that's gone into the opening order, but you have a list, a link, click here, order, and you're pretty much done.
I think that's one of the beauties of franchising. You know, obviously, you know, a lot of you are familiar with Clean Juice, and it just, you know, for us, learning franchising is also learning that people want to partner with a team that has a lot of support, a lot of training. So it takes a lot of the guesswork out. So, you know, when you say, hey, what am I going to order? What equipment am I going to use? We have all of that figured out. Again, part of franchising is you have a strong team in place to partner with that has figured all those things out.
Yes.
Let's see, another question. What's your target demographic as far as customers?
I'll answer, maybe I'll answer, just take the first part of that, and then Jen, maybe you can speak specifically since you've had a lot of in-store time. I would say that, you know, we are definitely a wellness brand, and this is a brand that's going to attract all people who are really passionate about their health and really wanting to live a healthy lifestyle. and make better choices when they're, looking at whatever they're looking at doing, as far as regarding their body, right? So I think it's safe to say that whether it's male, female, older, younger, it's going to be all people that really just want to, make a good choice around what's healthy for their body.
Yeah, we actually have a lot of pregnant women and moms with newborns that come in, which I love, our staff loves. That's how safe they feel coming into our nail salon. Like, it's so clean, so non-toxic, so fume-free that moms literally bring in their 6-week-old babies. So that just brings me like so much joy that they feel that comfortable to do that. We also have a ton of bridal parties, bachelorette parties. We're a modern, fun brand, so they love to come see us. But we also do baby showers and even kids' birthdays.
I'm gonna have you actually read the next one. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't.
So here's actually there's a couple questions here. Dory asks, he says, I have a few questions. How difficult is it to find nail techs who want to clean, massage feet in a wealthy area?
I actually don't think it's too challenging to find nail techs to do that in a wealthy area, because they recognize that the service cost is probably going to be a little bit higher, their tip is going to be higher, but also like they went to school to do that. So massaging and all that is not going to be a big deal. Where you're going to find the best nail techs is by developing relationships with the schools. If you develop a relationship with the school, they're going to give you their best people.
That's great. And I think probably Dory, with that is like everyone finds their niche and their sweet spot. I know, like me, I'm not into like the medical world, so anything like that kind of like, freaks me out a little bit. But people that are going into this industry know that as part 2 to that was, if you might have some callus or, something that's, your feet aren't perfect kind of thing. I think there's a level of expectation there with that. So I think probably people are expecting it. Part 2 would be, what is the starting base salary for an hourly employee adjusted to northern states?
So we have 2 different pay structures, and that's something we can assess like based on your specific market and your competition. But honestly, I would say to try and have them on full commission. I think that's your best bet. That gives them an incentive to take the most guests, to do the most work, and really keeps them motivated to keep the guests happy.
That's great. Here is another question. If I want a franchise, what are the next steps and how long does it take to open a salon? Do you help with hiring nail techs? So we will definitely be sharing at the end of this webinar how you can get in contact with myself and Lisa on learning more about how you can own a freecoat of your own. We walk you through that process. There's, again, all the guesswork is out of it. We kind of take you through an application process, get you the FDD, have you join us for Discovery Day, and then become part of the freecoat family. So it's a pretty easy process. We're really looking for passionate people who want to get behind this amazing brand and be a part of it. We have an incredible team that is waiting to work with you. So pretty simple process. And then, of course, after this, we can chat with you one-on-one and talk more about that. And part 2 was, do you help with hiring nail techs? So with that, kind of, Jen, you just mentioned, how do you find them? Where do you find them? The help with that would be, we're going to tell you where to find them. We're going to resource you with all the information you need on where to find them more locally to your community, and all the places that you would look for amazing nail techs. So yes, we will help you with that. And then you're going to make the decision on who's the best fit, who you want to hire. So we would leave that part up to you, but we would work closely with you on how and how to navigate through that process.
A couple more quick questions before we wrap. Will there be a membership program?
Yes. We're working out the details, but yes, there'll definitely be a membership program. I'm actually super excited to unveil it to everyone because it's going to be so amazing. I think it's going to be a great stream of revenue for all our franchisees, and guests are going to love it. So super excited.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, that's really exciting. You know, most of us that get our nails done, get them done regularly, regardless of what's going on around us. We make sure we get our nails done. So with the membership program, I think it is going to be a huge hit with our guests that are going to be like, wow, finally there's something where I can, you know, have it already set up for my next service. So that is really exciting. Go ahead.
Are you able to tailor the interior design of a salon based on local markets?
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, I'll speak to that a little bit. So aesthetically speaking, our salons are incredibly gorgeous. I mean, they're just, every detail is just beautiful. And we want them to be very similar, right? So could there be some fixtures and things that could be maybe a little different location to location? Possibly. But for the most part, we want it to look and feel like a freecoat when you go in. So, you know, we have our team also that has chosen all of, you know, the development process as far as all the vendors, everywhere you're going to, you know, source all the supplies, all the furniture and fixtures and things that go inside the decor. So yeah, you would work closely with our team on, you know, exactly what you would, you know, use to fit your location.
Like Stacey said, they are really beautiful. A lot of time and thought has been put into each location. They're so gorgeous. But we are definitely going to have like little local aspects, like our coded signs, which is our neon sign, like each one will be local to that location. So right now it's coded in Franklin, coded in Mount P. So there'll definitely be little local touches.
That's great.
We have one final.
Another question here. If I own a clean juice, is the operating model different? So we do have a lot of our clean juice franchise partners on this webinar. Yes, it is a totally different operating model. I would say that it is very different in nature, a little less time demanding, where you do have a team in place. These are professionals, nail technicians. They're really just kind of running their business within your business. And you know, their clients are their clients, and so you're more so overseeing, you know, operationally. You do have a general manager in place that is kind of running from the front, making sure that your guests are served and that your technicians and all the employees are supported, you know, day to day. But you as the owner operator, it is going to be definitely a different operating model and less time demanding of you than it would be with a clean juice. And we can talk more about that on a call. All right, any other questions? What's here? Let's see, I think we have one more that just came in. And
Let's see. Memberships.
do you, let's see.
Lewis, the nail techs are not 1099. They're W-2. And our rates compared to a local nail salon are $5 to $8 more typically. So not too much. Anyone that's coming in definitely understands the value. Like I said, they take their buffer and file with them when they go. So they recognize that the service that they're getting is different.
Here's a good one, Jen. Also, does your gel polish require physical damage grinding?
It does not. We have no drills in the salon. So no drills. The top coat still needs to be filed off, but it doesn't actually touch the nail. So you're just filing off the top coat, you're soaking, you push back, and it's gone. Our gel is actually super amazing. It lasts so long, which is like strange for a non-toxic gel to last so long, but it stays on the nail super nice. It doesn't damage the nail. we have a great product. So I hope you come check it out wherever you are.
Awesome. Well, I think that's all the questions. We definitely want to talk with you all more one-on-one. You can reach out at franchise@freecoatnails.com, and we will schedule a call and talk more about how you can own a free coat. Next week, we will have our webinar, same day, so it'll be next Tuesday. And we are going to have a very special guest. He is our VP over development here at Freecoat, Dave Cuff. And he's really going to kind of dive into more of the business opportunity, answer all your detailed questions on how you develop a free coat. He's going to go into the metrics, company growth, and really the overall opportunity. So we would love for you to join us. We will make sure all of you get information and a way to register for next week's webinar. Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope to see you next week, and we hope to talk to you all soon. Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you. Come visit us.